You are listening to Real Career Talk, the podcast. Welcome to Real Career Talk, the podcast. I'm your host, Sherry Sims, founder of Black Career Women's Network, where career empowerment is our focus and helping you to thrive as Black career women with clarity and confidence is our purpose. You are listening to episode 11, and today we're going to be talking about boss moves to building an empowered career. Boss moves to building an empowered career. So let's first talk about what is the definition of empowerment, right? So Webster's Dictionary's definition is empowerment means to give official power to. So think about this and ask yourself this question. When it comes to your career, what are you giving official power to? So I'm going to talk about some boss moves that you can make to really create an empowered career, or at least feel empowered, that's going to elevate you to the next level. And these are some of these things are what I call career smarts. These are things that help you to become a lot more smart and savvy when it comes to navigating in your career and helping to elevate you and put you on the fast track. So we're going to start with the first one, which is negotiating is key to gaining empowerment for your worth. I will repeat that again. Negotiation is the key to gaining empowerment for your worth, right? So as Black career women, you know, we recognize there's two best times to negotiate your salary, right? First is when the initial offer from a job that you've interviewed for. And the second time that you can also negotiate is at promotion time or during your annual review. So research shows that women are less likely to negotiate their wants, and it's important for you to know the things that you value are very important, and that these are the times that you have the opportunity to voice those things. So you don't have to stop at negotiating for an offer. It could definitely be during the time of your salary or your promotion, a promotion, or during your annual review if you're looking to increase your salary. But you definitely need to know first, what is your worth, right? And you need to also understand that you do have a voice. So whether you're trying to negotiate to have a flexible schedule or to create more of a work-life balance, it's important to know, what you want and how you want to get it to go, how you want to get it in order to go to where you want to go. But also, you do not want to decrease your chances of professional burnout by not asking for what you want. So it's important for you to gain the confidence you need to ask for what you want, decrease the chances of professional burnout, but also you want to be able to just stay abreast of what is going on in your industry in terms of salary compensation so you can continue to negotiate at that level. So here's a quick quip for you. If you stand still, so will your salary. So think about that as you learn how to negotiate your skills. If you want to learn how to negotiate, one of our BCWN career mentors, Jacqueline Twilley, that is her expertise. She's a millennial advisor, but she also is a salary negotiation expert. And you can reach her or check her out at her website, which is JacquelineTwilley.com. All right. The second one is track your brand and become noticed for your professional merits. I think this is the one thing that we do not do really well as women, is making sure that we are getting visible for our accomplishments. As you progress in your career, keep note of your professional contributions. It's easy for you to lose sight of your accomplishments as you become more involved in your career. Eventually, you can become an expert in your career and deliver advice and add value to others on your team. They will also look at you and they can benefit from your insight. The one thing you need to be wary of is that when you start to get to a place where you're at a level of influence, once you reach that level of influence in your career, your value system will be challenged by others. So I call it new levels, new devils. So you have to be prepared for that new level. Protect your reputation, your work ethic, your values and beliefs, and your presence will speak for itself. So it's important for you to understand as you become this expert, as you become more of a person with the influence in the workplace, yes, your value system will be more challenged because of the politics. You'll be impacted by that because of your level of influence. But the thing is that keep track of your brand, and you want to become noticed for your professional merits. Don't sit on your laurels. You let people know who you are, because this is your brand, your credibility, your career that you're trying to progress in. The next one is market yourself and discover your strengths. So identifying your strengths and weakness will help you to really put a precedent or set of precedents on your worth. So if you're not sure what your strengths are, you can go to use the Cliff Strengths Finders, and you can go to cliftonstrengthfinders.com. It'll help you to discover what your dominant strengths are, help you to identify the areas where you can start to working in your purpose. The thing is, if you ultimately know who you are, it helps you to empower your career, right? So develop a catchy 30-second debut that may highlight who you are, what you do, and where you want to go when you're talking to people in networking environments. But you want to always try to find an opportunity to make your brand shine. You want to make sure that they know why you're an expert in your field, why you're the best candidate for this position if you're looking for a new job. But you have to keep yourself relevant and marketable in your industry. All right, number 4, expand and diversify your network. Join a professional organization, join a social organization, maybe join the LinkedIn online group and build a presence in your industry. If you're on LinkedIn and you're joining some groups, dialogue, share back. If you see a question being answered. If there's an article you want to reply to that. You want to be able to gain visibility in your network. It also shows that you have expertise in your field. It helps to get people to know you in your networking, even online. Just start with that. But you want to be able to keep expanding and broadening your network. It's critical for you to diversify your network because you can receive unique insights that other people can provide value for you and also help you to advance in your career. So make sure that your connections are transforming into resources that you can use to further along your career journey. Remember to keep yourself open. Do not shut yourself down for opportunities that may come your way from another employer because they may embrace the skill sets that you have now where your current employer may not be. So you just want to make sure that you're finding employers who can embrace your strengths and empower your career to another level. It's very important that you see that. And the last boss move to building a empowered career is never stop being active in your career. You need to understand that it's your responsibility to develop yourself, not your employer. You want to seek certifications, attend workshops, attend trainings, maybe continue your education, increase maybe your level of responsibilities to develop your skill sets at work. But you want to be actively seeking progression to prove to your employer, and not only just prove to your employer, but to yourself that you are on this continuous path of progression to elevation in your career. So it's important to understand specifically why you never stop being active in your career. So for people who have probably been in their same job for 10, 20 years, they may be content and happy with their salary, with their job responsibility and roles. But what happens if you get laid off that job tomorrow, the company shuts down? Guess what? You haven't done the work to stay marketable in your industry, and you may look like a dinosaur because you haven't done any progression to show that your skill sets are up to, where it needs to be. Or, is your technology in your industry changing? Are you up to par with that? You have to look at the trends in your industry, and are you at that level to keep up with what's going on? So it's important to always keep the pulse of what's going on in your industry, and then making sure your skill sets are matching that so you can stay marketable. So let's recap some of the boss moves that you can do to build an empowering career. We have the first one is negotiation is the key to empowerment for your worth. Number 2, track your brand. Become noticed for your professional merits. Mark yourself, which is number 3, market yourself and discover your strengths. Number 4, expand and diversify your network. 5, never stop being active in your career. So thank you for listening, and you can subscribe to our podcast at iTunes, Spreaker, or SoundCloud. Please take a few seconds to rate our show. I would love to know what you think about it. And if you also want me to answer a question on our next podcast, you can tweet me at BCW Network CEO. And again, thank you for listening, and I will talk to you on our next Real Career Talk, the podcast.